Good morning. I am going to eat while I talk my shit. Wallace P. Parham, what's good, my brother? I gotta talk. I gotta talk to the Big Blue Dope fans. James Simpson III. Why your man out here try to sideways recruit my players under the Long Island Ducks moniker? Okay, we know it's Ronald Wingfield. We know it's him. Let me get my glasses because I can't see. I know it's Ronald Wingfield. You know, come on. I coached the Long Island Ravens. Okay. You do have a point there, sir. You do have a point there. James, the Knicks gonna be good. The Knicks are going to be very good. I just had to say that to James. He's a big Knicks fan like myself. The Knicks are going to be good. I'm focused on the TFL. Okay. But let's go back. Welcome to Not Just Sports by No Leps. We're going to make this quick. I am going to eat and talk my shit. Knicks are headed in the right direction. That's a fact. Finally. Showtimes are going out of control because of work, of course. But I think I'm going to be back on Mondays because I'm going to be working during the day on Mondays. So I think Monday nights are going to be on and popping. So we have Monday 6 p.m. Monday will be on at 6 p.m. Thank you. Monday will be on at 6 p.m. I am going to eat and talk my shit. Because the Big Blue Dope fan, okay, the Philadelphia Eagle fan, I get. You're in the playoffs. But you know you're going home today. You know you going home today. Tia, cousin, she's a New England Patriot fan. She's a New England Patriot fan because what's her name is cute. Bo Jones, what's up? Joe Den, what's good? But we got to talk about the Big Blue Dope fan and the Dallas Cowboys. Hold up. We the boys. Show some respect. Okay, hold on. Let me turn Pimple Popper off. Pimple Popper is crazy. So let me turn Pimple Popper off. I'm going to put it on ESPN so I can keep up with what's going on. But the Big Blue Dope fan base can't wait for the start of the season for the EFA. Yeah, we good. I can wait. I know you excited, but I can wait a little bit. I like enjoying our championship. The Eagles will be heading home by halftime. That's a fact. The bus will be up and running by halftime. But I'm not there with them yet. Down Baldwin. I don't know why Down Baldwin be trying to come for my head with Allie Folk. And we're going to talk about Troy Aikman, because that was the big to-do. Troy Aikman said around the same area of the field why it was a bad decision for the Cowboys to go for the fourth down and why it was a good decision for the Rams to go for the fourth down. There's a lot of things that go on inside of football that a lot of people don't understand. Saints hungry, but they better not fuck up. Listen, the Saints don't mess up in New Orleans. They are in New Orleans. They are in Drew's house. Drew don't play in Drew's house. I'm trying to tell y'all, why don't y'all understand this? I don't care what. Listen, Harold Carmichael and Ron Jaworski could come back. They ain't messing up in Drew's house. Drew don't play in Drew's house. They're going to be lucky. They better be lucky to score 21-0 at the end. Listen, I'm telling you, the energy, it's going to be a party. Remember that Monday night game when New Orleans came back and it was after the hurricane? Remember the energy of that Monday night game? It was a party. You're going to see the same thing today. You're going to see the same exact thing today. Remember that. But let's go back. Because I got to talk to my... Hold on. When certain people enter the building, certain things gotta... Some people deserve a certain level of respect when they walk in the building. Andre Forever Infinite Butts, my guy. What's good, my guy? I love you, my guy. So back to what I was saying. The Big Blue Dope fan. You were all over my Facebook page. Just talking wild shit. Precious Veronica, what's good? You all over my Facebook page talking wild shit. Oh, look at the Cowboys. Listen, if anybody is to shut up, it's the Big Blue Dopes. You won 4 games the whole goddamn year? In 17 weeks, you won 4 games? You need to shut your mouth. You don't need to be talking about nothing. You need to be seen and not heard. Because we want you here. We want you alive. We want you around. But you need to be seen and not heard. You Big Blue Dope fans, who do you think you are? Like, really? You didn't even have a chance to play in the playoffs. You are a dumpster fire. My prediction, you're not going to make the playoffs for the next 5 to 10 years. Big Blue Dopes. And there was a couple of Deadskin fans in there too. There was a couple of Deadskin fans sprinkled in there too. I will talk about you Deadskin fans too. Nolan Epps, is that my son? My son got a Facebook page? Hold on, is that Nolan? Is that you? Gary Callis, 11 o'clock, Gary, I got you. We got to talk, Gary. We got to talk because these Shingle fans are reckless. Laughing my ass off. It's called true fans, not bandwagon fans. Hold on, Precious. Precious don't know no better. Precious don't know no better. I've been a Cowboy fan since Roger Staubach, Randy White, Robert Newhouse, Ed Too Tall Jones, Tony Dorsett, Tony Hill, Butch Johnson. I've been in this Cowboy thing a long time. But the Big Blue Dope fan, you got a receiver who quit on you. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. He quit. He decided he ain't gonna play no more. Don't talk to me, he been hurt. When he get hurt? How he get hurt? Somebody tell me how Odella got hurt. And then listen to this, Big Blue Dope fans. Y'all play better without him. Skins collapsed due to injury, but no excuse. We did win more than the Big Blue Dopes. Yes, you did win more than the Big Blue Dopes. But Don't y'all start talking crazy about Dallas Deadskin fans because you think you slick with your tongue. We lost in the second round of the playoffs. Hello, that is a very successful season. Don't the Giants, don't the Big Blue Dopes wish they made the second round of the playoffs? Don't you wish that? Hold on. Okay, you've been a Cowboy fan for a long time. You are next to each other on the couch eating breakfast. No! There's levels to this couch. Your couch is in the dungeon. There's levels to this sofa, bro. We're the love seat. It's just a couple of people on this seat with us. You are in the big-ass sectional that's got mildew and pee stains on it that's in the goddamn dungeon. That's where the Big Blue Dumps are. They're in the big-ass, raggedy sectional that's got mold, mildew, pee stains on it in the dungeon. The Cowboys are at least on the main floor in the sectional. Come on, show some respect. I mean, it's like misery loves company. Like, why would you as a fan base talk shit and you won 5 games? In 17 weeks, you won 5 games. Be careful, don't choke over there talking all that shit. Don't worry about me choking. Not me. I'm an Eagles fan. We play tonight. Oh, Hakeem, I will talk to you in a second. Hakeem. We played the team that could possibly be in the Super Bowl. I don't think they're going to be. And we will talk about the Cowboys. Hopefully Deion Brunson will come on, because we will talk about the Cowboys. Now James Smith is a Chiefs fan. James Smith ain't never been no Chiefs fan. All of a sudden he a Chiefs fan. Stop it. But you Big Blue Dope fans, you are the absolute worst fan base in all of sports. Baseball, hockey, soccer, whatever it is. You're the absolute worst fan base. Now, he's been a Chiefs fan since John Clark. John Clark is one of those absolute worst Big Blue Dope fans. Now, he got all types of memes. He been saying we gonna lose since week 16. Now, he got all types of memes. Sharik Carter's another one. The absolute worst fan. He could not wait to put a meme in our little secret group. He couldn't wait to put a meme up. He been trying to put a meme up about the Cowboys for the last 4 weeks. And he just was able, he been holding this. How pathetic are you as a fan base? Davy Collins is another one. How pathetic are you as a fan base? To hold on to a meme for 4 weeks. You've been holding on to this raggedy meme for 4 weeks. And then let me tell you, besides Dallas physically getting their ass kicked, which is true, I'm going to tell you the truth, they physically got their ass kicked. They still was in this game. They still in this game by 1 score. Not like the Big Blue Dopes. The Big Blue Dopes stay getting smoked. But the fan base of the Big Blue Dope fan base is pathetic. You won 5. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can count how many games you lost. Hold some pancakes, drink some goddamn coffee, and talk about how many games you won. You are a pathetic fan base. Big blue dopes, and then you want to go the gay aspect. You got, I don't know how many of y'all got Ezekiel Elliott dressed up as a woman. Like, what are you trying to say? If Ezekiel Elliott is in your phone dressed up as a woman, I don't question Ezekiel Elliott. I question you. You Giant fans got to do better. How about concentrating on winning some games? You big blue dope fans. How about concentrating on winning some games? How about concentrating on having a receiver that doesn't quit on you in the middle of the season? He quit. He decided he ain't playing no more. Now he got a knee injury. Yeah, since when? How did he get hurt? What game did he get hurt? We're going to talk about the Cowboys. We are going to talk about the Cowboys. They didn't play well last night. Defensively, they didn't play well last night. Their O-line didn't play well last night. It's just the facts. And let me be honest with you. I knew they was going to lose. Matter of fact, listen, them making it this far is gravy. I didn't even want them to make it this far because I can't stand Jason Garrett, and Jason Garrett got to go. Let me get that light out your face. Because this is the best that they ever going to do. I can't stand Jason Garrett. I'm not surprised. Dwayne Edward Eliza. What's up, Papa? Let's stop acting like you expected the big silver and blue to go this far. You didn't expect this. For them to even get this far is gravy. You got to remember, they were 3-5 at one point. They were 3-5 at one point. And at 3-5, y'all was in here running your mouths, talking crazy, especially the big blue dope fan. You are like that woman who is a miserable heifer. She's miserable. She's out here. She's promiscuous. She's scamming. She's lying. And then she try to have a whole gang of friends do the same thing. No, misery loves company. You big blue dopes. Remember, yes, we're on the couch. We're on the sofa, whatever you want to call it. But your sofa's in the dungeon with mold, mildew, and pee on it. That's where your couch is. We got a little love seat on the main floor. Don't forget it. Do not forget it. So now, Craig will be here. So now, let's fast forward to today, to the Sheagle fans who want to run their mouth. Sheagle fans, you another you're another fan base. Listen, if the big blue dopes are in the pits of hell, you're just one step above them, you Sheagle fans. Because I repeat, Sheagle fans, you are going to get smoked. Listen, have your DVR ready because y'all ain't going to want to watch this game after the second quarter. You're going to get smoked. Drew don't lose there. Drew don't lose there. Now, Rasul Douglas is one of my friends on Facebook. I coached him in an all-star game. Rasul Douglas is the only one in that secondary that's playing. He's the only one in that secondary that's playing. Hey, Drew, stay away from Rasul. But the rest of the motherfuckers, they game. The rest of his game. Let's stop acting like, and I ain't gonna get to Nick Foles yet. Let's stop acting like that secondary last week played against what's the name? Mahomes. What's that boy Mahomes' name? Fly, Eagles, fly. You ain't gonna fly no goddamn where. Pat Mahomes. They played against Pat Mahomes last week. They didn't play against Pat Mahomes last week. The Eagles fans. How could the Eagles fans run their goddamn mouth? They didn't play against Pat Mahomes last week. They played against Trubisky. And guess what? The game was all but lost. But the kicker had the kick. Not only did he hit one goalpost, he hit 2 parts of the goalpost in one kick. Who does that? Shingle fans, let's stop acting like you won last week. No, last week you escaped last week. You escaped last week. Your secondary is in so much goddamn trouble today. Listen, people, do not be surprised. I repeat, do not be surprised if this score is 21-0 by the second quarter. And when it is 21-0, OG Jazzo Morris, Cowboy fan. And we're going to talk about the Cowboys. We are. And here come Craig with his bullshit and shenanigans. It's coming. But you Eagle fans, y'all talking shit like you're going to win. And then you're on this Nick Foles. Nick Foles is great. Nick Foles is lucky. He ain't great. He ain't good. They don't know Drew Brees. Listen, Edward just said it the best. Drew Brees is at home. Know what this means? Drew Brees woke up this morning with his babies. Drew Brees, his wife made her breakfast. Okay? This means Drew Brees slept in his bed. He wasn't in nobody's hotel, motel, Holiday Inn. He slept in his bed. If he's lucky, his wife gave him some pow-pows. Drew Brees is following a regular routine. You Shingle fans, you flew in on Thursday, so you missed a day of practice. Know what Drew Brees was doing on Thursday? Practicing. You don't have a running back. Oh, you're going against a top run defense in the NFL. You don't have a secondary. You're going against the top quarterback in the NFL. And then you want to talk about the Cowboys? You Philadelphia Shingle fans? You want to talk about the Cowboys? You need to worry about you. You have issues today. You are going to get your ass whooped today. I told you, listen, if the Shingles win, I am doing the next show with my shirt off. That's how confident I am. That's how confident I am that the Shingles don't even have a chance. Know what the Shingles look like? The Shingles look like a tree next to a volcano. The lava's coming and the tree don't move. The tree know it's about to get burnt the hell down. And y'all talking about Nick Foles? If you are on the Nick Foles train, oh, you are definitely miserable. Y'all in trouble. So if I was you, Shingle fans, I would shut my trap. I would shut my trap if I was you. Because you may be beat. You're going to be beat by more than 14. Nick Foles just wins the most important. Now, how does Nick Foles just win? Nick Foles throws more jump balls than anybody in the league. Know who wins? His receivers win. Alshon Jeffrey wins. He throws jump balls every week. You wouldn't bet against the Seagulls. And guess what? I'm betting against the Seagulls all day. I'm betting against them all day. They're not that good. They wasn't that good last year. They got lucky. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. Good morning, April Smith. Let's stop acting like the Seagulls or the 80s 49ers. They're not that good. You're going to remember me when you see the score at halftime. You're going to remember me. You're going to remember what I told you. You're going to remember the energy. What? Be there on time now. Be there on time. You're going to remember the energy that I told you. Remember that Monday night game after Katrina? Remember that Monday night game after Katrina? Remember the energy. J.F. Suave, what's good, baby? Remember the energy that was in that stadium? You're going to have the same energy today. Stop hating. You're a Big Blue Dope fan, Davy. Dog nuts, that's my man. He's a Big Blue Dope fan, so he's salty, he's jealous. He home already. On that nasty sectional that's in somebody's basement with mildew, mold, and pee all over it. Stop acting like y'all ready to play. And last but not least, you irrelevant Deadskin fans, you're irrelevant. You are irrelevant. So people really don't care about the Deadskin fan. And you had some injuries, so what? You should keep your mouth shut too. You should keep your mouth shut just solely on the fact that nobody cares about your organization. You're the Deadskin fan. You've been losing a long time right now. You've been losing a long time with no hope in sight. The Cowboys going to dominate the NFC East for the next, 10 years at least. So you Deadskin fans, you all need to keep your mouth shut. Don't be trying to piggyback off the Big Blue Dopes, the most miserable, absolutely miserable fan base in the entire God's green earth. Jimmy Collins, what's good, baby? I hope you're not one of those people, Jimmy Collins, running your mouth about the Cowboys when y'all been sitting on the goddamn bench, that nasty sofa with 5 wins. I hope you're not one of those people. Deshane Burger, what's your team? My team is the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Jets. Yes, and the New York Jets. We realistic. We won't be beating our chest during week 10. We knew we was done. Thank you. You shooting fentanyl, 10 years. Yes. Look, see, again, Abdul Jabby, who's another Deadskin fan who whispered some slick shit. Yes, he did. But if you look at the way the Dallas Cowboys are set up, they are ready to win for the next 10 years. The defense, young. Jalen Smith, young. Van Eschen, young. That D-line, young. Ezekiel Elliott, young. Dak Prescott, young. O-line, medium. Receiving core, young. Do y'all realize that, what's his name? Jesus Christ. The receiver we just traded for. I'm sorry. I'm drawing a blank. Do y'all realize he's only 23 years old? He's 23 and played 4 years in the NFL. Oh. If you can't see, who can't pay him more? It's Jerry Jones, baby! I shouldn't say that too loud because I can't stand his simple ass either. So yes, we will talk about the Cowboys getting their ass beat as soon as we get to Gary and Craig. Cooper, yes, Cooper's a baby. But then we got to talk about the Jets. Salary cap, yes, we got the salary cap. We understand. Some got to go. Like, for instance, Sean Lee, he's done. He's got to go. He's got to go. That loosens up salary cap money. Stop it. Cowboys, watch your mouth. It ain't no such thing as a cowgirl. There's no such thing. Cowboys won't dominate shit with Jason Garrett as your leader. David Hargrove, you may have just hit the nail on the goddamn head. Assassin Gang. Hey, Assassin Gang. Respect, Assassin Gang. So I'm going to show y'all some respect. I'm going to show y'all some respect because that's what I do. That's what I do. I think I like the coach, though. If your coach is talking that no double duty shit, I think I like your coach. I think I got some respect for that man, and I ain't met him yet. But as I was saying, that Dallas Cowboy team is young. So guess what? We're young and we're one game away from the Super Bowl. Guess what? Oh, we're going to dominate for the next 10 years. Again, I need y'all to take away your heart because sometimes your heart gets in the way of your brain. And I need you to see your heart is in the way of your brain. That's all it is. So let's talk about the coaches situation. Deion Brunson. I'm bringing her on now. Deion Brunson. There she is. I'm bringing her on now. Facts. She's going to give you some straight facts. Deion Brunson. I'm bringing her on right now. She, don't get it twisted. She is a Cowboys fan. She picked them to go to the Super Bowl. Now, listen, I am a little bit more reality-based. I did not pick them to go to the Super Bowl. Deion's heart got in the way of her brain. I just told y'all. Her heart. But that's typical of most women. That's typical of most women. Some of the most loyal people in the world is a woman. Some, not all of them, because I just watched Iyanla this morning. Woo! And let me give this shout out to Duchess, Duchess from Black Ink. Duchess, baby, listen to me, baby. I know, Duchess, you taking a break from social media. Hopefully somebody knows you, they can tag you, they can let you see this. Okay, hold on. Let me try again with my girl, Deion. Where's Deion at? Somebody get Deion back in here. Okay. Duchess. Girl. You are gorgeous. How could you let me tell you something, Duchess. How could you let somebody on social media, Richard Scoot Stewart, how could you let somebody on social media even enter your brain? Like, how could you let that type of hate be what drives you crazy? Who gives a damn about what they think? Typical of most Dallas fans, not just women. Let me, Duchess, I don't care what anybody says. Makeup, no makeup. Even without makeup, Duchess, you are gorgeous. Now, are you mildly retarded? Maybe. But Duchess, you are beautiful, honey. I don't know who told you. I don't know who told you any different. I don't know who makes you crazy enough to think that you're not beautiful. And black people, you all have got to be some of the worst people going to go tear another black woman down like that. Her lips are still chapped. So what? The lips is chapped. There's the beauty of having chapped lips. There are things called chapstick, Vaseline, cocoa butter, lipstick, lip gloss. Matter of fact, April Smith got some lip cream for you right now. So what her lips is chapped? Your lips be chapped. Abdul, I saw them soup coolers you got. And you took a couple pictures with some chapped soup coolers. I'm just saying, if chapped lips is what makes her ugly, then guess what? There's a lot of women you think that are ugly. So what her lips is chapped? She got chapstick. She got lip gloss, cocoa butter, Vaseline. I bet you she brought them chapped lips around your ass. You wouldn't deny her. She doesn't utilize it, but that's her only flaw. That's her only flaw. You better stop, Abdul. Abdul, there are some pictures of you on the internet with your lips looking crazy. And you got some soup coolers for your ass. Get out your feelings. I'm not getting out my feelings. You ain't going to talk. Listen, I just watched Iyanla. And I can't understand why a woman that pretty, a woman that smart, she graduated Saudi cum laude out of North Carolina A&T. A woman that pretty, a woman that smart would allow somebody on the internet to tear her down. I can't even believe that somebody would even fix their mouth to tear her down. You know, and listen, most of the people that are on the internet calling somebody ugly are ugly they goddamn selves. They be the motherfuckers that be in the basement, sitting in their little filthy underwear, online, sitting in the basement with those big blue dopes, by the way, calling somebody nasty and ugly. Usually the people online calling somebody ugly, they don't put their real names up. They don't put no pictures up. You know why? Because they are ugly. I don't know who you're talking about. I don't watch reality TV. Okay, there's a Wallace. Google Duchess for Black Ink. Go Google Duchess for Black Ink. Duchess is gorgeous. Breakfast is done. But let's move on to the head coaching situation before I get to Craig. Because Craig, I'm going to bring Craig on at 10:45. Hopefully, Dion Brunson will be back. Y'all were also on here talking about how the New York Jets screwed up their coaching search. And they took Adam Gase. Adam Gase is formerly the coach of the Miami Dolphins. Let me tell you something. I use this line a lot of times. You can't spray and perfume or shit and call it a rose. You can't spray perfume or shit and call it a rose. Now listen to me. Adam Gase got Ryan Tannehill to the playoffs. He got Ryan Tannehill to the playoffs. Ryan Tannehill's awful. Adam Gase got Jay Cutler to be somewhat of a headstrong quarterback. He got in his head somehow and made him a little bit stronger in his brain, Jay Cutler. Adam Gase won the Super Bowl with Peyton Manning. Adam Gase made the Miami Dolphins somewhat competitive. They were tougher. Call it what it is. They didn't win a lot of games, but they were at least respectable. And last year, Adam Gase got bit by the injury bug. Yes, that's what happened. Adam Gase could coach, y'all. Adam Gase could coach. Do not get it twisted. Adam Gase could coach. Is Adam Gase the best people person? Is he the best administrative person in dealing with administration? No, Adam Gase is not. Adam Gase had problems with the Miami administration, ownership, GM. He had problems with them. He didn't have problems with communicating with players. Hold on. Certain people deserve a certain level of respect when they walk in the building. Hola, mi hermano, Louis Peterkin. I told you certain people deserve a certain level of respect when they walk in the building. So let's stop acting like Adam Gase can't coach. Adam Gase can coach his ass off, and he can communicate with players. Y'all just make these assumptions based on what you see on TV. Based on what you saw on TV, what told you that Adam Gase couldn't coach? Listen to the quarterbacks he had. Brock Osweiler, Tannehill, Jay Cutler. He hasn't had no elite quarterbacks. One elite quarterback, Peyton Manning. That's the one quarterback he had. He went to the Super Bowl. I like this pick as far as coaching players on the field. I like that. As far as dealing with administration and GMs and all that other stuff, I don't know if I like it. But as far as coaching, I like it. Now, McCarthy. Oh, why did he pick McCarthy? McCarthy just told y'all that he may not want to leave Green Bay because he got kids in Green Bay, and he may not want to take his kids out of Green Bay. He just said this. So how are y'all going to just ignore that? How are you just going to ignore that and try to pick a coach? Adam Gase is also young. Who else got picked up? Who else picked up a coach? I don't know about the Cleveland coach. They said he was the OC. He gets along with that asshole, the asshole Baker Mayfield. Okay, so I get that pick. Denver went defense. Denver, let me tell you something. Y'all talk about John Elway this, John Elway that. The greatest quarterback who ever lived, by the way, John Elway. Yes. John Elway's smart. The best pick, the best coaching move I've seen so far, Tampa Bay picking up Bruce Arians for Jameson Winston with what's your name? Todd Turner Bowles as the DC and Byron Leftwich as the OC. Let me tell you something. Bruce Arians, shout out to you. Oh yeah, Bruce Arians got 2 black coordinators. He got 2 black coordinators. Shout out to Bruce Arians. And if you know Bruce Arians, you know Bruce Arians deals in that black culture. All you got to do is listen to him talk. Listen to him talk. Bruce Arians deals in that black culture. Hold on, certain people deserve a certain level of respect when they walk in the building. Christopher Isaiah Epps, my brother. Good morning to you. I noticed, Christopher, that I've been calling you the last 2 days. I called you twice since I got back from Florida, and you choose not to call me back. I don't know why, but okay. Bye, Vulture. Yes, bye, Vulture. Bye, Vulture. Okay? Craig Davis, let's talk.
What's going on? What's going on?
Oh, look. You got a little special smile on your face. Okay, I'm going to let you talk your shit. Let me start by saying the Kansas City Chiefs played very well yesterday. I was very impressed with the offensive line and how dominant they were, how physical they were. I was very impressed with that. I was even more impressed with the defense. And I was also understand this. I don't know why Frank Reich didn't start by sending a message and running the football. I think that played right into Kansas City's hands. I think Kansas City was dominant on both sides of the ball.
Let me start out by saying, I told you so just doesn't quite cut it.
You didn't tell us shit.
I told y'all, all right? I told y'all we were going to win the game, all right? Now, I think the Colts lost, I think it was really they got outcoached. They got outcoached by a seasoned and really a Hall of Fame coach in Andy Reid. And Frank Reich, he's a decent coach, but this is his first year. This is his first, go around in the playoffs. Luck's been there, yeah, but, we're talking about coaching. Coaching won us this game, for sure.
Let me tell you something. You had no faith in Sutton.
I still don't.
Huh?
I still don't.
You had no faith in Sutton.
I still don't.
Called a great game yesterday. Shelby, give me a napkin, please. He called a great game yesterday. Not a good game, but a great game yesterday. Oh, Bob Kuchenberger died. Bob Kuchenberger died today, 71. Bob Kuchenberger was the DN from those great Miami Dolphin teams. Thank you.
Sutton was
listen, your boys played well yesterday. They were dominant. Let me tell you something. They were dominant on that offensive line. They had Damian Williams running around here like he was goddamn Eric Dickerson yesterday.
Listen, I knew Williams was nice. I knew we still had a running game. Y'all said
as long as you have, hold on. The Kansas City running game is not about personnel. As long as you have Andy Reid, you are going to have a running game. I don't give a damn what running back you put back there.
That's not true because that's not true.
You're going to have a running game.
No, that's not true because if you look at Damian Williams' running style, he's very elusive. He's very elusive. Damian Williams, his running style is very elusive. And if you haven't noticed, he can change directions quick.
Okay. He is again. Andy Reid is the reason why.
That's not true.
Let me explain something to you, Craig. Tell me the Hall of Fame running back that Andy Reid has had. Go ahead.
I'm going to tell you.
Craig, I asked you a question.
No,
I'm going to question, Craig. Craig, I asked you a question. Tell me the Hall of Fame running back that Andy Reid has had. Go ahead.
Shady will be in the Hall of Fame.
Shady McCoy?
Yeah.
Shady McCoy, really? Okay. That's what I'm talking about, Craig. It's the running game is not about the personnel. It's always about Andy Reid. Andy Reid coached the run. He is great in coaching the running game. But go ahead. We'll talk about yesterday. What happened
because we had our other running backs, Ware and Chuck West, weren't nearly as explosive as Hunt is and Damian Williams are. All right, so it is also about personnel. Yes, the system helps them. It aids the running game immensely. But you have to have personnel. You have to have guys that can hit the holes or change direction and put a defense, at stress, really.
Okay, you don't understand what I'm talking about. But let's talk about yesterday. What Patrick Mahomes played well, but was really a non-factor. He played well, but they were dominant up front as an offensive line. Let's talk about that.
You can't say Mahomes was a non-factor when he picked apart that zone defense. I told y'all he was going to pick apart this cover 2. You can't say he wasn't a non-factor. The way he moves out of the pocket at times and really fools the defense, he's looking one way, knowing he's going to throw the ball in the middle, but he has to get the defense more. You cannot sit there and say Mahomes is a non-factor. I cannot let you sit there and say that.
Because you tend to be quite sensitive about Patrick Mahomes. Okay,
but I look at this guy, man. Come on.
Let's just say this: the offensive line is what won the game for the Kansas City Chiefs yesterday. Okay, can we say that much? There's nothing to think about here, Craig. Did you watch the game?
I did, but I can't put it solely on the offensive line.
So you want to get Patrick Mahomes?
We had my offensive line definitely had his moments. On fourth down,
this is why I can only take
shined.
15 minutes of Craig.
Listen, on fourth down, we shined. On fourth down, we shined. Okay, the 4th and 1s, when Williams ran it right up the middle. Okay, that was coaching. That was Andy Reid, that was our offensive line. And this is what I'm saying. And our offensive line. Well, you can't solely put it on them. The defense really is the reason why we won that game.
Okay, but I'm starting with the offensive line. I'm going to get to the defense. Okay, but since you want to get to the defense, yes, I agree. The defense was excellent yesterday.
Yes.
They were excellent. But
I
also believe it's a combination of Frank Reich not calling and not sticking to the run game. He had to put that game on his own line to win. And he did not do that.
I don't know. I mean, I really haven't been watching the Colts football, in the last month and a half or so. I just know it was the Andrew Luck show. And last week, maybe the last 2 weeks, the running game picked up. The defense, everybody was talking about, which I wasn't sold on. But, I mean, to me, this wasn't enough out there to know exactly what the Colts were running. The Chiefs knew better. But I'm just saying I don't think, when it comes down to coaching, you have rookie coaches on Indy. They didn't make any adjustments on offense. When the Chiefs clearly were playing man-to-man defense, and they couldn't do anything about it. I thought Ebron would have a field day on the Chiefs, but that wasn't the case.
Running game. I thought the Chiefs playing man-to-man was smart, especially because T.Y. Hilton had a bad ankle. I think if T.Y. Hilton doesn't have a bad wheel, I think T.Y. Hilton cuts through that goddamn Kansas City defense.
T.Y. Hilton has burned us. T.Y. Hilton has burned us. And you know what? I don't care if he had one leg chopped off. I don't care. All right, T.Y., you got your ass kicked last night. All right,
T.Y. Hilton is on one leg right now, Craig. Show some respect.
I don't care. 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 I don't want to hear that wounded duck bullshit. All right, you out there, you shooting up, you playing.
This is why I can only take him.
We all hurt. We're all hurting at this time of the year. So I don't want to hear it.
This is why I can only take you for 15 minutes.
We're all hurting at this time of the year. All of us. All the Chiefs are hurting too.
Okay.
All right. Now, as far as my predictions.
As far as your predictions, you are on point right now. You got Kansas City in the championship game, which Kansas City won. And you have the Rams in the championship game, which the Rams won. Okay? So you're looking good right now. But here's where it goes wrong for you. You also got the Eagles in the championship game. That shit ain't happening. And you got the Patriots in the championship game. The Patriots can and will lose.
Listen.
To the San Diego Chargers.
I don't want you to go shirtless, okay? What I want you to do is I want you to do what your running back does.
I'm going shirtless.
Listen.
Beat the Saints.
I want you to do this.
With my shirt off.
No. This is even better. You know how Ezekiel Elliott wears his shirt with his midsection showing, his shirt is cut off at the midsection. I want you to wear your son's shirt and cut it off at the midsection.
My son's shirt won't even get over my shoulders.
And cut it off at the midsection. That's what I want you to put on, all right?
So you want me to wear a shirt with my belly hanging out?
I want you to sit looking crazy, all right?
Okay.
I want you to sit looking crazy tomorrow.
Whatever looks crazy. Now, just know that all the words and comments will be covering my belly. But if you want that, I'll give it to you.
Listen.
I'll give it to you. That's how confident I am that the Eagles are going to get their ass kicked today. What do you see that makes you think the Saints are going to lose to the Seagulls?
right now, Philly's back to being that Super Bowl caliber team. Okay, the defense is definitely there. The Phillies,
How
I'll
is the
tell you who the
defense
Phillies
there? They
are.
have no
The
secondary.
Phillies right now are what the Giants were when they went to the Super Bowl and won the last time. They're that wild card team that went all the way. That's
Craig,
Philly right now. Philly
Craig,
caught fire.
tell me who is
I'm
in
telling you.
Philadelphia's secondary right now. Tell me who
I
is in
don't know.
Philadelphia.
They
Tell
don't
me
even know.
you don't even know who's playing the best, and he's from New York. He's
Who
from New York. He's a New York football player. He's
was in
playing
Philly?
the best in Philadelphia's secondary, and you don't even know who he is.
I didn't even know who was in Philadelphia secondary last year when they won it
Russell
all.
Douglas
Okay, as
is
far as
from
I'm
New York.
concerned, I didn't even know who was in their secondary last year when they won the Super Bowl.
Okay, let me tell you something. That secondary right now is awful. And they go into Drew Brees' house.
Okay.
They go into Drew Brees' house with that secondary.
They
Drew
beat
Brees
Chicago.
don't lose in New Orleans.
They beat Chicago in Chicago
Who
with
they
that
beat?
secondary.
Who's the quarterback in Chicago?
Mr. Bumsky.
Oh, okay. Okay. So you compare Trubisky to Drew Brees?
No, I didn't say that, but I'm just saying.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Listen,
Just ask.
Drew Brees, listen.
And
Drew
guess what?
Brees is a great
Who's
quarterback.
number one in stopping the run?
Don't say New Orleans.
New Orleans is number one in stopping the run. Hold on. Certain people deserve a certain level of respect when they walk in the building. My guy, Marky Peterson. Show some respect for that man. Marky, what's good? I got to whisper in your ear, Marky. I love you, boy. But as I was saying, and shout out to my man Nolan Adams. He tried to sneak in here. Daquan Griffin was good.
Dave, what's up? What's up? Chiefs are going all the way,
So
yo.
now, hold on.
We're going
the
to the
New
Super Bowl.
Orleans Saints got the number one run defense, Rufus Taylor. Show some respect.
They may have
defensive tackle from the San Francisco 49ers, Julian Taylor.
They may have the number one run defense.
They have the number one run defense in the NFL.
But is Philly
the running back? Who is the running back for the Eagles?
Is Philly offense really known for their running game?
I ain't asked you that.
But when you're bringing up the run defense, is Philly's offense known for their running game? Okay. I don't think so.
No, they're not. No,
okay,
they're not.
So we don't care about their run defense.
You're going to put all this on Nick Foles' lap.
New Orleans is known for their run game, though. New Orleans is known for their run game. What is the Philadelphia's defense rank?
Oh, hold on.
You should have their rank.
Listen to Abdul trying to be knowledgeable. New Orleans being number one run defense is flawed because most teams are playing from behind and forced to pass.
Facts.
That's my point. Y'all want to put all this on Nick Foles?
Facts. Okay, that is
you
huge.
telling me Nick Foles is going to walk into New Orleans and beat Drew Brees at Drew Brees' house?
I'm telling you, Nick Foles will walk in. Philadelphia's defense will walk in and beat Drew Brees in New Orleans.
Have your phone in your hand. Have your phone available because I'm calling your ass all day.
All right.
Next, you got the Patriots beating the Chargers.
Yes.
Okay. You don't see how slow this New England defense is? You don't see the weapons that's on that Chargers offense?
Let me ask you something, okay? What happens when fish are out of water? What happens when they're out of their environment?
Out of their environment?
Yeah.
They die.
The fish can't survive in water, right?
They die.
The Chargers cannot survive in the frozen tundra, okay? They're from sunny L.A. They're from sunny L.A., and you know the Rams didn't. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. You know the Patriots did not shovel the field.
It's 30 goddamn degrees. 30
it
degrees.
snowed a ton up in New England.
Wave. Stop playing.
It snowed a ton up in New England. Okay.
It snowed a little bit.
It's gonna be cold. I'm telling you, Rivers is not gonna have a good game. Rivers is not good in the big stage. I'm telling you this now. If they don't, if they slip by the Patriots, which I highly doubt.
Abdul's such a Cowboys hater. He will root and he's a Redskin, he's a Deadskin fan. He will root for Philadelphia. I won't be surprised if Philly wins, but I don't see that. If you don't see it, then don't be surprised.
Abdul, just tell him to get his shirt ready for the ball.
As I
Get
was
the shirt
saying,
ready for the ball.
Debbie Black was good, baby. As I was saying, whose running game is better?
Well, you got to go with the Chargers running game.
Chargers running game is better. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Whose run defense is better?
I'm not gonna say the Chargers. I'm
Okay.
gonna say it's even.
Again, why do you think you say it's even?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna say that's a push between you.
It ain't no
run
goddamn
defense?
push. Listen, the run defense from San Diego is better than New England's run defense solely because they are faster. They are faster than New England. New England is slow. The only way, and I say the only way New England wins is if Rob Gronkowski has a big game.
Rob Gronkowski is not going to factor in that much.
Okay.
He's going to get his. He's
Why
going
is
to get
he
his
not going to
spots.
factor in that much?
He's going to get his spots here and there. New England is going to concentrate on that run game.
Okay, but I'm telling you, the only way New England wins is if Gronk has a big game. But tell me why Gronk ain't going to have a big game.
Because he's not the same Gronk. And Brady's not the same Brady.
That's not the reason why. That's not the reason why.
Why? Why?
The young boy, Cecil James. I mean, not Cecil James, Derwin James. The young boy, Derwin James, is going to lock Gronk ass up all day long. I told you it's going to be the Derwin James come out party.
They're going to take.
Get ready.
They're going to. Belichick is going to neutralize that pass rush with the run game. The Patriots have Sony Michel. They have a run game. They no slouch run game. They have a run game.
They don't have a running game.
The Patriots don't have a running game?
From the San Diego Chargers is going to be better than the run defense from the New England Patriots.
I don't think so. I don't
Derwin
think so.
James, that young boy, is going to lock Gronk ass up.
Well, how's James against the run? How's James against the play action?
Derwin James is modern day Ronnie Lott, Steve Atwater.
How is he against the play action when the Patriots fake the run, especially if they're getting maybe nearly 6 yards to carry? How is Derwin James or anybody for that matter in the middle of the defense going to fare against the play action?
I guess you didn't hear
this is what I'm telling you is going to happen. This is New England's plan right now. They will go play action. They will go with the run and play action. That's their game plan.
I guess you didn't hear what I said. Derwin James is modern day Steve Atwater, Ronnie Lott. Okay?
That's pretty big praise. I mean, you know, he's only had 1 year in the NFL, but he's only had 1 year in the NFL.
Okay, watch him today. Watch him today. I said this 2 weeks ago. This playoffs will be Derwin James coming out party. I said this 2 weeks ago.
Well, if he dominates, then you may have a point. But I don't, you know, he may dominate.
Keep your phone close, bro.
I'm telling you, the New England Patriots are going to win that. They're going to come to Arrowhead, and we're going to dance on.
Keep your phone close. I will be in contact with you.
All right. Well,
every time I call you, he's going to say, "I told you so."
Just keep reminding yourself, among all the picks that we picked so far, I've lost one game. Every other game I've got right. Every other game was right.
Let me see. So did I. I got the Kansas City Chiefs. Look, Kansas City Chiefs in the championship game, along with the Chargers. See that? I got that.
Yeah.
Let's see. On the other side, I got the Saints and the Rams. You see? Saints and the Rams. Okay?
That's where you go wrong. That's where you went wrong. Okay? The Saints and the Rams? Come on.
Saints and the Rams.
All right. Well, get ready to scratch off a couple of those teams, all right?
Okay. I will holler at you later.
All right, bro.
Gary Callis, where you at? Again, people, when certain people walk in the building, they deserve a certain level of respect. Kendall Seegers, what's good, my guy? I got Gary coming on. Gary, I got a lot to discuss with Gary. Gary, you have great football knowledge, sir. What is your sponsor? What is your sponsor for today? Heineken. Very nice.
Yeah, I'm bougie. I'm bougie. I'm bougie.
Oh, you bougie today.
Since we got a real defensive coordinator now.
You picked up Pagano.
Yeah, we're gonna blitz a lot more.
So you happy with that?
Yeah, I'm loving it. We're gonna blitz a lot more. We're not gonna sit in the zone. We're not gonna let quarterbacks get in the zone in their own little zone now. So we're gonna be good.
You are aware that he was there with those Colts, and that was some of the worst defensive football they had.
Well, listen, he couldn't do both. He's not a head coach and a witch. His job is to focus on defense, and that's what he's gonna do.
Okay. So
and he was one of the better. He's one of the better secondary coaches around, also. So let's not get that mistaken.
Okay.
So
I'm happy you're happy, sir.
Yeah, I'm definitely. But I'm even happier that the pain that I was feeling for a whole week. I was going through all kind of like metamorphosis. Like, I was feeling bad, man. That pain was excruciating.
Okay.
But what we got now is we got some joy in our heart. Got a little joy. We gotta get rid of these green guys, so that's why I'm drinking green juice today.
Oh, okay. So I got some things that we need to talk about, and I think you'll agree with me.
Okay.
There are two of the worst fan bases in all of sports.
True.
One is the Big Blue Dopes fan base, who won 5 games. I said 5 games. We're not going to get to the other one yet. But
hey, what's going on, Fonzo?
Right, they won 5 games the whole season, but they want to come up with all types of cowboy memes. Can you please, sir, explain why the Big Blue Dopes fan base should shut their stinking traps, please?
I mean, that's a NFC East rival. They're not going to be quiet for nothing. They feel like they every time they play y'all, they give y'all a run for y'all money.
They lost 6 in the last. They won 2 in the last 6 years. They won 2 games in the last 6 years versus us.
Right. Yeah, y'all been listening.
If you don't win, but go ahead.
Y'all been stellar. I give y'all credit. Y'all put together a nice team over there. There's a couple of things I noticed yesterday. Are we going beyond, or we just discussing them?
Go ahead.
I mean, there's a couple of things I noticed yesterday, which I thought it was kind of clever of the Rams, which was I think any team that comes out and just strictly pass against y'all, that messes up their chemistry. It messes up the game plan because y'all a lot better against the pass than y'all get credit for. What they did was, I think they stuck to the run. No matter how many yards they was getting, they stuck to it, and it created situations where they made the linebacker think, so y'all couldn't play at full speed like y'all normally do.
Okay.
Like,
let me tell you what they did, which was very smart of the Rams. The Rams stayed in 4 receiver sets.
Right.
Which means the Cowboys have to play nickel because they can't bring all 3 linebackers on the field at one time because now it's a coverage problem. So now they put you in nickel, which means smaller guys are on the field, and they ran the ball.
Up the middle.
They was super physical. This is the first time I've seen the Cowboys get manhandled up front.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. So, I think also what helped them is that pickup of CJ Anderson. C.J. Anderson is
C.J.
a
Anderson
quietly
went
great
crazy in
runner.
that first half.
Yeah, he set the tone. I mean, because he ran with a lot of conviction. He was determined, and he got into those linebackers pads, and he let them know that he was going to be there all day. So
This
I
is
thought
my
that was pretty
sponsor
good.
today. This is my sponsor
Water,
today, sir.
water. Yeah, you don't want to start early like me, but we doing it big for the show and for the playoffs.
Okay, so the Cowboys not only got manhandled on defense, but they also got their asses kicked on offense.
Yeah,
That goddamn Aaron Donald, we had an Dominican Sue sighting yesterday.
yeah. You had a suicide.
We
That
had a
that was
Sue sighting
that was
yesterday.
big. That was big. That was big.
And then yesterday, I really, really noticed how important Talib is to that defense. When
Right.
Talib went out the game, the Cowboys scored, and the Cowboys were getting ready to score again
Right.
until Talib walked back in that game. Okay, the Rams kicked the Cowboys' ass yesterday. Just that simple. We were being manhandled yesterday. We were being out physical yesterday.
Right. I mean, I think Talib give you a physical presence. He's not afraid to get in there and tackle. It looks like Peters is a little bit soft in that area. Um,
Did you
it,
see
it
Peters' attempt at a tackle on Amari Cooper
yeah,
in the first half?
yeah, and
Did you
yeah,
see that? That
yeah,
was
he's
awful.
horrible. Yeah, he's horrible. You can't have corners like that and think you're gonna, it's a lot of covering up there.
There's a lot of
It's a
covering
lot
up
of
there.
covering up. Yeah,
But
they covering him up.
let me ask you a question. Would you rather be a Dallas Cowboy fan or a Big Blue Dope fan at this point in the season?
I mean, you always want to be a fan of a team that's in the playoffs.
Say it again.
You always want to be a fan of a team that's in the playoffs.
Question number 2. Are the Big Blue Dopes in the playoffs?
No, they not.
Oh, okay. Okay. Dallas defense was on their heels. They were thrown off by the receivers. No. They were getting their ass kicked yesterday. Gurley could run his routes too. R.J. Anderson was a great pickup. That's true. A lot of motion, creative schemes, basically. I don't give a damn what all that motion. All that motion is just smoke screen. That's just a smoke screen. When the ball was snapped, there were a lot of Rams getting in Cowboy D tackles, defensive ends' asses.
Yeah, yeah. So they didn't what they didn't do, which was as simple as that. Like it's so elementary.
Sometimes
But
it is
it's like
very simple.
it's so simple because what y'all great at is sideline to sideline.
Yes.
So that means you cannot run stretches. You cannot run those type of plays. The only thing you could do with speed is run at speed, and that's what the Rams did. They created opportunities and ran at y'all.
Yes.
That's the only way you can. That's the only way you can succeed.
Yes.
You got to give credit to their center and their guards because they played a hell of a game. And that's the one space that I don't think y'all fully have secured yet, which is a dominant.
Watch quarterbacks, receivers, running backs. They don't watch tackle to tackle.
Right. Y'all haven't secured that yet. Once y'all get one of those, get like y'all Warren Sapp or even what's the other guy that played for Tampa beside him? He was really good. Y'all just need a good DT, like a good DT, upfield DT.
We do need a good D tackle, but I'm happy with our defensive line right now.
No, it's not saying that you're not happy, but I'm just saying a dominant DT helps those D ends out a lot more. Because that's what teams are gonna do with y'all. They're not gonna run on the edges. They're gonna run at y'all.
Look at this. Sorry, Giant fan, Big Blue Dope fan. Dallas is not in the playoffs either. You won 5 games. You be quiet, sir. Now, I think you're gonna understand this. This is why I'm gonna ask you this question. There was a point in the game, early in the game, The Rams are up 3-0. The Cowboys got the ball at the 45-yard line. It was 4th and 1 from the 45, from their own 45-yard line.
Right.
The Cowboys made a bad call, and Troy
Right.
Aikman called it. And he said it was a
He pointed it
bad
out.
call and going for it on 4th and 1.
Right.
Then the next drive, the Rams had the ball on their 45-yard line, 4th and 1, and he said it was a good call for the Rams. Do you understand why Troy Aikman said this was a bad call by Jason Garrett?
Yeah, because what happens is you playing against a team that, you know, you almost like you playing a field position game. You don't want to give a good offense a chance to get hot. They already scored 3. You don't want to get them into like momentum. So if they stop you, then you give them half the field to move the ball down with a 3-point lead.
Right.
So his saying is that, you know, yes, you know, while it was a great call that y'all made it, if you would have missed it, then you're giving a great offense a chance to score. So y'all got the better defense. Y'all punt it, pin them back, and let your defense get them off the field and try to, you know, flip the field position.
Exactly.
So that's why I said that.
This is why, sir, you're a regular guest on Not Just Sports by No Leps, because, sir, you are very knowledgeable.
Thank you, sir.
You make my job easier, sir.
No, I mean, it's a good duo. You know,
why is it a good plan for the Rams to go forward on 4th and 1?
Well, the Rams has shown from, I guess, week 12 on out that they couldn't stop a nosebleed. So
thank you.
They get stopped there. Dallas get, you know, they punt the ball. Y'all just scored, I think, at that point. It was 7-3 or something like that. You know, you don't want Dallas getting the ball right back, you know, with the chance to, you know, put up more point. Right. Y'all got the momentum at that point. Y'all feeling good. It looks like y'all offensively, it looks like y'all are good front runners. Like when y'all confident in yourself, it looks like the offense is wide open at that point.
I agree with that.
So that was to me, that was the logic. So what happened was the Rams had to go for it because they know what they're up against. This is where all the credit I give on both sides. I'm giving credit because what you do is you leave it on the field.
Sir, hold on. Let me excuse you for a second.
Okay.
Read what Abdul just said. Dallas had to go for it to control the clock. Abdul, this was the first quarter.
Yeah, that was the first drive. Yeah, like that was like the first second. Yeah, that was control the clock. Okay, I mean, the biggest thing. Go ahead with your just the biggest thing is that what I like is that this is your last game. You don't have a game after this, and you know, in everybody's eyes. So if they felt that they had to go for it, go for it. And that's what the Rams should do. Like the Rams, who are similar in offensive play calling as ours and most teams like us, you have to go for it. Like you have to be aggressive. You cannot sit back and wait and think your play is going to come. Like you have to attack. And that's what that offense should be about.
And that offense does attack. And that's why an offense like that, they are more likely to go for it on 4th down, especially because they always want to play a high-scoring game. So let's say the Rams don't make it on 4th down. They're not highly concerned because guess what? They feel they can always score.
Right.
Whereas the Cowboys, if they don't make it, and now it's a 10-point game, and they don't have the confidence that the Ram does offensively, but you have a defense. You got to kick the ball and make a play on the long field. This is why Jason Garrett sucks. And this is why Jason Garrett has to go. I understand they're going to sign this raggedy motherfucker to another extension. But he has to go because he's terrible. He doesn't understand that 4th down game plan.
Well, I mean, maybe if they keep him, they get rid of Linehan and they bring in a younger offensive-minded coach.
Please, your lips to God's ears. your lips to God's ears. I'll take that.
That seems like that'd be more of a move that works, because y'all need young offensive minded coaches. Linehan he's old school. He's running all that old stuff. Like that stuff just don't work no damn more. It just don't.
Smith. He run the Evan Smith offense.
Yeah, like it just doesn't.
The best. Trading for Amari Cooper saved his job and their season.
Yeah, well,
that's a fact.
I mean that's true, but actually, that defense putting what's your name in the middle and him starting every game and gelling with Smith is just as much as a great move as anything too. So I mean, y'all had a lot of good key factors that helped y'all season. My thing is that you could tell the Rams learned a lot from last year, because last year they came out, they wasn't aggressive, and they got punched in the mouth. This year they said, you know what, we gonna leave it on the field, and it showed. Right. Every play call, everything they did, they attacked, and it was just like for them to switch up and turn Gurley into more of a receiving back was I thought was a excellent move. Because it kind of throw you off as a defensive coordinator, because all week y'all probably practice for Gurley.
Okay, so now this is what happens when you take Gurley and make him a receiver. Who is covering Gurley out the backfield?
One of those linebackers.
So guess what? Now he ain't in the quarterback's face, because he has got to go cover Gurley. That's what that was. That was more about pass protection than it was Gurley, which is smart.
No, I can see that. Yeah, that's very smart.
Which is very smart.
Because he's a statue back there.
You're going to play cover 0 and have a safety cover him, or you're going to play cover 1 and have a linebacker cover him. And for some reason, the Cowboys played a ton of cover 1. I don't think Robert Woods is that scary of a receiver that you have to play cover 1.
But what I think it was more so the other guy, the small guy that was more scarier.
Who? Cooks?
Yeah.
I'm not scared of his glass either.
I mean, I'm just saying speed wise. You get beat over the top with him. I mean, that's a problem.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's the only other thing I could see with that. I mean, regardless of the point, I just think it was good coaching. It was a good sparring session for both defense.
I got to give him his credit.
Your offense just needs a new offensive coordinator or new mind in there. Yeah. Because y'all don't have the guy who could create those mismatches that y'all need.
Say what it is. Right. He sucks.
He does. He does, because y'all had mismatches as well.
What's his name? Jason Garrett. He sucks. Say what it is, Gary. Get it off the chest, Gary.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't want to come down on y'all too hard, because, like I said, it wasn't like it was a poorly played game. It was just the fact that it comes down to the end when you got closely knit teams like that, where it's X's and O's, and they showed that their X's and O's and their minds are a little bit more brilliant than what y'all have.
Okay, I could go for that.
Now, I mean, offensively, defensively, y'all was there. Trust me.
Yeah, we only lost by 8.
Yeah.
To a team that scored 55 against Kansas City Chiefs.
Correct, and they had 2 weeks to prepare, so that's good.
Okay.
That y'all came off a tough game last week, so
it's
not like y'all. They was well rested and at home.
Let's go back for a second. Just like you had the Big Blue Dopes fan base talking wild shit after they only won 5 games. Not only did we have the Big Blue Dopes fan base talking shit, we also had the Philadelphia Shingles fan base talking wild reckless when they got to go into New Orleans to see Drew Brees. Could you explain why? Could you tell me why the Philadelphia Shingles fan base feels so comfortable that they can just run their stinking ass trap?
Well, they don't understand film work. They don't understand what was shown on them last week. Even though we didn't capitalize with our field goal, we put enough on film for the next team to capitalize off of. So everybody that's in New Orleans is is chomping at the bits because they know verticals is gonna kill that defense.
They're gonna see all
Everybody.
verticals all day today.
You're gonna see all verticals, and that's Drew Brees' mainstay. They got a healthy Ginn. They got a bunch of healthy receivers. They rested their running back Kamara. So you're gonna see a lot of empty sets, a lot of they're gonna cause so many diversions that it's gonna be crazy.
Let me ask you,
it's gonna be crazy.
Who's the #1 run defense in the NFL today? This year?
Well, I thought it was us, but if it's the Saints, then
it's the Saints. #1 run defense is the Saints.
All right, well, yeah, the Saints. I mean, they stout up front.
Who is the Philadelphia Eagles running back?
They don't really have one. They're gonna lean on Sproul. Probably.
They're gonna lean on Sproul. So
36.
The Philadelphia Eagles. They're gonna put all this work in Nick Foles' hands. You think?
Well,
do you believe in Nick Foles, sir?
No, because one thing about the Saints that they're completely different from us is no matter how much you talk about how Nick Foles get the ball out of his hand early, they're gonna mix up those coverages and they're gonna come. They're not gonna sit back and let Nick Foles high point the ball all damn day.
Yes.
You can't regardless if he get the ball out or not, you have to speed his clock up. You gotta hit him.
Speed him up. You have to speed him up.
Just as much as sacks is great, QB pressures is even better. You need Harrys. And that's what we wasn't doing, and that's what the Saints acknowledge, and they're going to do it.
That's my point. The Bears were very conservative.
Too conservative. That's number one.
I don't know.
Here's two things that the Saints got over us that they're gonna let's make no mistakes about it. When you come to Chicago, we have a iffy ass fan base. Like it's not like a Seattle noise. It's not like a. It's not like a.
I said that earlier today too.
It's not like a New Orleans noise. Like we don't have true home field advantage because our crowd gets you into the game. Like when we're like we leave our hearts.
It's too cold to be acting a fool in Soldier Field.
Yeah, they're not drunk enough. They need we need to be getting them drunk early. Let them in.
It's about to be a party.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so loud, like that they gonna be having problems with the snap count. It's so many different factors that plays into this one.
Listen, remember after Katrina, that Monday night game after Katrina, and how rabid that fan base was today?
Right, famished and everything.
That's what it's going to be today.
Like I'm still impressed at how loud they was, and they hadn't eaten in like 2 days, 3 days. And they still was. Listen, they had hunger pains. Listen, they ain't had no homes. They had hunger pains and everything, and they still had the energy to cheer for them boys. So, you see what I'm saying?
So that's going to be the first issue for the Seagulls. The second issue for the Seagulls is they have no running back against that run defense. Yeah,
no running back that they trust because Adams.
You can't tell me Darren Sproles is your start running back.
Right, because they don't trust Adams. Adams is not a guy that the coach want to put his job a close game in his hands.
Right. So you're going to give the ball to a 36, 37-year-old running back for 20 carries? That ain't happening.
Well, they got Smallwood, but they know he can't do shit. So.
Exactly. So now you have that. Then you have film. And the film showed you, New Orleans, that they can't be as soft or as passive as the Chicago Bears were. Why? Yeah. I don't know. Why? I don't know. Because you have a secondary over there in Chicago.
Yeah, I didn't get it because we're giving them 10 yards. You got receivers that run 4.6, 4.7. Their biggest strength is their catch radius. So if they got a catch radius that's wide, you don't give them that many yards off. You bump and run or you play them close because what they're going to do is they're going to do outs. They're going to do quick slants. They're not going to do like these moves that I don't get it because
because of that catch radius, Nick Foles is able to throw jump balls.
That's what he did. He threw jump balls. But then on the top of that, when he threw it low, we were so far back that we supposed to have been picking those. Those was pick six because the couple of times the defense sped his clock up. But we were so far off that they just threw it in front of them. Like, and I don't like that. So listen, congratulations, Denver. Enjoy Fangio. I need an aggressive defensive coordinator that's going to play aggressive. Okay? I need you to come after the quarterback. We got too much talent. If you got Mac should be all over the field. The one thing I noticed about the Kansas City,
Mac should be in the backfield every freaking play.
Listen, the one thing I noticed about Kansas City that worked and I saw Houston lining up over the center. I like these are where Mac should be. Mac should be all over that damn field. Like, right. He should not always be on the left side with his hands in the dirt or on the right side with his hands in the dirt. Right. Like, it's too damn predictable.
But go back to my original question.
Okay.
Would the Philadelphia Eagle fan base be talking about the Cowboys?
I just, the thing about that is again, that's the NFC East rival.
With the Philadelphia Eagles fan base this week.
Well, I did. I mean, only because I haven't, I like you to be rowdy, consistently.
Yeah.
Don't be rowdy because you feel good because you're playing against Trubisky. Because Trubisky actually lit your ass up. If you want to look real about it, the coaches held Trubisky back.
Win that game. The Bears lost that game.
Right. Trubisky, the coach held Trubisky back because he didn't believe in him early. When he started believing Trubisky played hell of a game. Let's get that straight. All right. Now back to this Eagles thing. If you're going to pump your chest and you're going to be happy, go into, talk your shit against New Orleans.
Yes.
Talk your shit. Listen, this is what we need. We got New Orleans fans that's around the groups. We got New Orleans fans that you can reach out and touch. Reach out and pull them in and talk some shit to them.
Yeah.
Let us get hyped with y'all. Yeah, let's create, you know what I'm saying? Let's create the aura of the playoffs. You right now, you got me, I'm not hyped enough to even, if it wasn't for the show today, I'd be I'm going to sleep. Because I'm who plays today? I was hyped to see who played the Colts game because I saw a little talking over there.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
So let's transition into that.
Okay.
Kansas City overwhelmed the Colts physically on the offensive line and the defensive line. I was very surprised at how physical Kansas City was, especially on defense.
Right. And that is where you notice, if you go back and look at film work, somebody saw something somewhere that a team didn't stick to. If you looked at, and I'm going to go back to us, you looked at our game, you would see that our left tackle played a horrible game last week. That's one of the reasons why we was getting
that was long.
Like we was. Because he was getting manhandled. He was missing blocks. I think the coach showed some signs of that either last week or the week before, and Kansas City did a great job of watching film for 2 weeks to exploit that. They attacked the rookie right tackle. And they actually went at Nelson.
Yeah.
And it shocked me
but do you think Frank Reich overthought this game? Because he didn't stay with the running game. I thought he should have stayed with the running game and tried to stay physical.
All right, here's what happened, Noel. Excuse me, no. How do you say it? No. Okay, I apologize. All right, so here's what happens. The best thing that happened for Kansas City, which a Kansas City fan is not going to understand, is that they scored fast. They scored on their first 2 possessions. The game changes at that point because the nerves kick in. Now you're oh, shit, we're in a shootout. So plays that, whereas the run game would have played a factor it didn't play a factor because the coach then tried to say, okay, we got to keep up with the score instead of realizing that it's 4 quarters and we get the ball back at halftime. So that was a not veteran move by the coaching staff, which he should have just stuck to the game plan, showed his team that, listen, we're not going to panic. I
Very
think when
astute of you, sir. Very
yeah, when
astute
he,
of you, sir. So what Gary is saying is, because they went up 14-0, Frank Reich, as a rookie coach, made a rookie move and started
right,
chasing the points through the running game instead of being
right,
patient and sticking
right.
with the running game.
Right, because the best, like,
Very
okay,
astute of you, sir.
here's how it works. It works like this, and Noel, this is what Noel is alluding to. When you got an explosive offense, the number one thing for a team that's not as explosive is to control the clock. They should have stuck to running the ball, stuck to like doing play control offense. So if they know that the Chiefs are blitzing the way they are, they should have got the screen game working. They should have got their quick
Okay.
passing game going,
But the
like
screen
stuff
game
like
is an
that.
extension of the running game.
Right. You got to find ways to get the ball out the quarterback hand quicker. You got to get him into a rhythm. They were still doing these long passing plays that takes time to develop. They don't have that threat when you got, like you said, an injured T.Y. Hilton, or you got a tight end that's,
Craig
not really.
don't want to give T.Y. Hilton any respect. He said, so what? He was injured. It shouldn't have mattered. If
Well, that's going to
T.Y.
be the
Hilton
first.
is not
Listen,
injured, he had an ankle injury.
listen.
He didn't have an arm injury. He didn't have a shoulder injury. He had an ankle injury, and he's a receiver.
Listen, God forbid, and I would not wish this, but if Hill, messes up a little bit of an ankle, he's gonna be screaming, yeah, but he was hurt. You see what I'm
Yes.
saying? So,
Yes.
you don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. Just congratulations. What
Craig
happened
is
was
disrespectful.
you correct with that, Craig, right? It was only show inexperience in the fact that he didn't trust his team enough to know that all I had to do as a coach is settle them down. We get the ball. We got a couple of things that's in our favor. We get the ball back. We just need to get 3 or 7 points. That's all we needed in that instance because we get the ball back, and they got a block punt for a touchdown. So
A
it was
touchdown.
17-7. It's 17-7. It's nothing to panic over.
You
There's
got to
nothing to
keep that
panic over.
offense on the sideline. How do you
You
keep
got
that
to keep the
offense
offense
on
on
the
the
sideline?
sideline.
Run the ball.
You got to run the ball. You got to keep it. You're correct with that. You're correct, and that's what you was alluding to the whole game is you run the ball because you want to control the clock and keep that explosive offense. Make them cold. Make them want to come out and force some plays. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They was too in control of the game yesterday.
Well, since your road to the Super Bowl picks are a complete debacle,
Yeah, Matt.
we will talk to you about the Patriots versus the Chargers.
Yeah.
You had the Patriots go into the championship game. Do you believe they beat the Chargers today?
Well, I do because, listen, all right, everybody want to think they're a genius. I like to think that I'm a genius in myself, like when it comes to coaching. I'm not saying I am. I've never been a coach. But in my mind, I'm a coach. So I like, Belichick, because the only thing I like about Belichick is he's so poised and so in control of different scenarios within the game that, I just like. So when you got a extended head coach and a Brady, and you got just all these components working together, I just feel like the threat. Now, if they was good, they was in the Chargers. Say if they was playing in the Chargers, I would say, okay, the Chargers gonna win. That's the only thing. Playing in Foxborough, is a little snow out there. Like, I think all of this is gonna
It's
play into effect.
30 degrees. It's a heat wave, please.
Oh, it's a heat wave? So it's only down here? Ain't that some shit? See, I don't even look at the news. Like, I apologize. I'm thinking the snow here is snowing up there. My fault. Okay. Oh, damn. Okay. All right. Well, here's the point. Congratulations to all the teams that's moving on. This guy in New England is a genius.
I must,
I'm putting my
as
hat
much
on
as
him.
I hate to agree with that, I have to agree that Belichick is special. There's no two
I'm,
ways about it. He's special.
I'm gonna tell you
But
what they're
what I
gonna do after you
also
finish.
know as somebody who coaches,
Right,
to a coach is only as good as his talent.
right. And
Okay.
their coordinators.
What I'm telling you is this.
Okay.
All them San Diego Chargers weapons
I'm gonna
are
tell you what
going
they're
to be
gonna do.
too much to handle for that slow ass New England Patriot defense. And
All
I'm going
right.
to tell you like I told Craig,
I'm gonna tell you what they're gonna do.
Gronkowski, if Gronkowski don't have a big day, New England don't have a chance.
I'm gonna
Now,
tell you what they're gonna do.
Derwin James is going to be on Gronkowski's ass all goddamn day. I told you 2 weeks ago, watch out for Derwin James. It's going to be a Derwin James coming out party.
And I give you credit for that. I give you credit for that. Now that works. You know, that works against young talent in Lamar Jackson. New England, what they're gonna do is they're gonna screen the fuck out of San Diego. They're gonna screen them. They're gonna
Whoa.
screen them. They're gonna screen them.
Whoa.
I'm trying to tell you.
Whoa.
That's that. Listen, watch what happened. They're gonna listen. These guys is gonna overplay. They're gonna get out of their rush lanes, and you're gonna see. This is the time where you're gonna see James White in the game a lot more. You're gonna see this. You're gonna
They
see this.
got to put hands on Brady, but I
They
like
gotta
your
put him.
thinking. I like
Watch.
your thinking.
Watch what happens. I'm telling you because that's the only way you can get to a safety. Because what's gonna happen is the minute that safety starts thinking screen and keep his eye down low, they're gonna run right past him with Gronk. They're gonna run right past him. Watch.
I like your thinking, sir.
Watch.
I must say, I like your thinking, sir. I think that's very astute of you again. Screen game is friends to the running game. It's
Right.
another way to get your running back the ball. That's all the screen game is. And
That's it.
I think if they do screen the fuck out of him, like you say, I think
Right.
that slows down Joey Bosa.
Thank you. And that's the main thing because they're gonna speed up the clock and they're gonna I guarantee you they're gonna no huddle screen. No huddle screen. They're gonna keep this, they're gonna
Keep
swing
talking,
past them
sir.
there.
I'm going to go use the
All right.
bathroom. That water done
All
kicked
right.
in. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Keep talking,
All
sir.
right. That's all they're gonna do. The thing is, New England, they the masters at the short passing game. That short passing game is very, very hard to stop when you're not used to seeing it all the time. So you're gonna see swing passes, you're gonna see screens, you're gonna see slants, you're gonna see all kinds of short passes, and that's when Gronk becomes effective because you're gonna keep your eye on those things. Once you keep your eye on that, Gronk get past you. Now, if they discipline enough, which the Chargers may be this year, then you're gonna see a difference in the game. So that's what they got to stop first. They got to stop the barrage of screens, the barrage of short passing game. Then you're gonna see that comes into a play when the defense takes control of the game.
One more thing. The San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers cannot, I repeat, cannot go down 3 scores early in this game.
Not.
Listen, just know this. New England coming out and scored on the first drive.
Oh yeah, they just
They might score on the
win.
second drive. They cannot
Right.
go down 21-17. They can do 17. They can't go down 21-0 in the first quarter, first half of this game.
And that's depending on who getting the ball at halftime.
Exactly. So now let's transition again into the coaching pickups. What coaching pickup you think was the best one so far?
Meaning,
what coach hiring you think was the best so far?
oh, it's several. I'm a huge fan of Bruce Arians.
That's the
I'm a
best
huge
one.
fan.
To me, that's
I'm a
the
huge
best
fan
one.
of that. I'm a huge fan
Hey,
of
what's
that.
up, Robert Wakefield? Long Island Ducks Nation.
I'm a huge fan of that because I always think Bruce Arians is the right kind of cocky to win in this league,
Let me tell
and I
you.
just think
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
no, that's you go ahead because
Bruce Arians talks Ebonics.
right,
Jameson Winston talks Ebonics. I think he gets through to Jameson Winston. But not only did I like the fact that he got hired, he put Todd Toilet Bowles back in his position. But not only did I like the fact that he hired Todd Toilet Bowles, he hired Byron Leftwich as his OC. You got to remember, Byron Leftwich was with him when they were in Pittsburgh. There's a relationship there. And Bruce Arians is pushing the envelope forward to hire black coordinators. I fucks with Bruce Arians.
he said it. He said this is like the son, and that's what won because Bowles was on his way over to us until he made that proclamation. When you tell a guy that this is like my son, listen, his heart melted right there. That was a good listen. I ain't mad at him. You got to do what you got to do to get what you want. And he won't lying. He meant it. You know what I'm saying? He actually meant it. Here's what Arians was the genius of Arians. All right. Who in stature closely resembles Roethlisberger? Jameis Winston.
Okay.
They both tall, linky, got a little mobility.
Yeah.
Not
okay.
only that,
I get it.
Not only that, you come with a guy who's his whole career had to deal with the tallness, a little slower foot, and Leftwich.
Byron
So
Leftwich is the same type of quarterback.
So he's gonna know how to get this guy in. He's gonna know how to. Yeah, he's gonna know how to get this guy in and out of trouble. In and out of trouble. Like he's gonna keep him. He's gonna keep him like even kill. He's gonna keep him thinking. He's gonna keep him positive. And the play call is gonna.
He's gonna cut down them goddamn turnovers.
Yeah, because it just listen. They have everything you want in a team. They got a tight end. They got a tall receiver. They got receivers for days. They just get them a nice running back, and they good. And I mean, that guy who's no Barber might be the guy, but you just never know.
They got a nice running back core. They got a nice running back core. The kid, what's his name? I forget his name. The running back.
Barber and the other guy.
Barber.
Yeah, Peyton Barber.
Good. Now that defense, on the other hand, is a hot mess.
Well, they're gonna fix that. That's why they bring in Bowles. That's Bowles' job. That's Bowles' job.
They're gonna change to a 3-4. They're gonna change to an aggressive 3-4 defense. So what was the second best hire?
Well, I mean, as far as second best, I mean, I don't, I like. It's several hires that I
Let's do this. What did you think about the Jets hire? Adam Gase.
I love Adam Gase. Adam Gase is a creative.
You're a Bears guy. Hold on. I'm asking him because you're a Bears guy, and Adam Gase was with the Bears.
Right. Okay. He's probably one of the most creative minds that's out there. Like if you got to win with less, who is a coach that you want to come in? You want an Adam Gase because y'all have talent, but a lot of it y'all got less though too. So I just think that he's a QB whisperer. So he definitely helped Jay Cutler when he was there. Jay Cutler played good when he went down to Miami.
But he made Jay Cutler look like he had a heart.
Oh yeah, he did. He definitely. Jay Cutler, listen, Jay Cutler don't believe in nobody, to be honest, but he believed in Adam Gase.
He believed in Adam Gase.
He did because he
took Tannehill to the playoffs. Tannehill is awful.
Yeah, he almost took us to the playoffs.
He took
Um,
Peyton Manning to the Super Bowl.
yeah, Manning couldn't throw past that year. He couldn't throw 15 yards.
So what I think you got New York Jets fans who only watch TV. You know, they only watch TV. And let me tell you something, real talk. The Miami
What's going
Dolphins
on, Craig?
wasn't easy to play against. They were tough. They got bit by
Let
the
me
injury bug a little bit.
let me tell you something that I like, and y'all might not like. I like Kingsbury getting hired by the Arizona Cardinals.
I don't like that Kingsbury is flirting with the Heisman Trophy winner when he got Josh Rosen there. I think it's disrespectful.
I mean, but you always could trade that guy as well, and that's a pickup for somebody.
Let me tell you something. I don't believe, although there's some good little quarterbacks, he's smaller than Baker Mayfield.
Right.
He's smaller than Baker Mayfield. But let's go back to Adam Gase for a second. You got New York Jets fans saying that Gase is no good. But is Gase socially handicapped? Because did he have a problem with the administration in Chicago? Because I know he had a problem with the administration in Miami.
Well, I mean, he's just one of those guys that he just want to do his job. You're not going to tell him what to do.
So he's a little surly.
Yeah, like you're going to listen, give me the players and you stay out the way. You're not going to tell me how to coach when I know how to coach. That's his thoughts. And he feel that way. And that's why he left and went to Miami, because I think Chicago was trying to make him into something where he didn't want to be. And I mean, he probably ran into that to Miami too, but listen, he had to win all kinds of ways in Miami. Like,
Yeah.
they just didn't have the talent.
Hold on 1 second. Samuel Blackwell just made a very good revelation about Craig Davis.
What he saying?
Okay, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but Craig Davis offered a bet for $100 to Samuel Blackwell. I think about the Saints game, right? And then Craig Davis wants to say some slick shit about the Cowboys, right? So Samuel Blackwell said, Craig, why are you always coming after the fact? He criticized Dallas play and play calling and the coach. What you don't realize about your defense is they do to give up a big play. Mahomes' sporadic play, uncharacteristic throws will catch up to him. Nobody here is biased but you. Craig, you're the most biased person on here. Craig, you're more biased than Gary. And Gary's biased.
Yeah, I'm a
Gary's
bad man.
some problems with his team. You, Craig, won't admit shit with your team.
Yeah, I mean, listen, he could be happy. I'm happy for him because nobody saw them getting this far.
Gary, let me tell you something. If this Kansas City Chiefs team don't make the Super Bowl,
he in
you're
trouble.
going to hear all types of wild shit. It was the referee's fault. It was Coach Sutton's fault. Coach Sutton this, Coach Sutton that. Never the players' fault.
I mean, that's also a reason probably why I want New England to win versus Chargers. Because I'd rather see New England play Kansas City again than the Chargers, because the Chargers, man,
the Chargers played them tough. Did the Chargers beat them once this year?
Yeah, but they had to pull off a comeback. I want to see them get dominated. I want them to feel pain.
So you want a 42-0 game?
Yeah, I want them to wake up and like, you know what? I need them to think all week like we did. All of what could have went wrong. Like, you got me busting down tape. I'm saying that shit ain't gonna never come back.
And this is what Craig is gonna do. Oh, the referee sucks. Oh, Andy Reid sucks. Oh, Coach Sutton sucks. It's never the players.
Never.
Never. And that's the problem with Craig. What do you think
But
of the Cleveland Browns hiring?
they hired
Kitchens, I think his
who
name
they
was.
hired?
Kitchens.
Kisses.
Kitchens.
I don't know who that is.
He was the running back coach. He was the offensive coordinator this year.
Oh, okay. Well, that's definitely a Baker Mayfield appeasement. We'll apologize to you type hire. Like, okay, go out there and do your thing now.
Okay, now,
Like,
I didn't understand why they didn't give Greg Williams that job. But if Greg Williams lands in New York as the defensive coordinator with Adam Gase, look out. Look out. Because the Jets got some defensive parts.
they do.
And the
Both
rumor is
put
Greg
together.
Williams supposed to be the defensive coordinator in New York.
Listen, the one thing they're gonna teach y'all how to be is dirty, if anything.
Listen, I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, you need a little bit of that.
Yeah, I ain't
You
mad at
know,
that.
get up off the field, kick him in the hammer a little bit. You know, just a little bit.
And Jamal Adams is going to love that.
Yeah. Jamal Adams, man, if we didn't get your biscuit, that's what I wanted so bad. I wanted Jamal Adams so bad.
Oh, he's special.
He's very special,
He's
man.
special.
He got it.
And you know what I like about him? He holds everybody accountable.
Yeah, he do. He's an enforcer.
Y'all better come to play. Stop the bullshit.
Yeah. Oh, he don't take plays off.
Yeah. So he is going to be a big hand in changing the culture.
Yeah, he will. He will. I mean, y'all, listen. Y'all did a good job of drafting good D linemen for years. I didn't like that Wilkinson had to go, but I mean, he did have to go, I guess.
He's a little old, and he's too old to be starting shit in the locker room.
Right. And he didn't even play a whole season for the Packers. So
now, one more thing before we go, sir. There's one thing that's going on that nobody is taking, that nobody's acknowledging. Something's going on nobody's acknowledging. The Jacksonville Jaguars are being very quiet. Jacksonville Jaguars was a favorite to go to the Super Bowl. They are being very quiet. They lost their offensive coordinator or their quarterback coach. They haven't replaced him yet, and they're being very quiet about this thing. What
So you think they got
going on in Jacksonville? And I hear Jalen Ramsey is on the trade block.
So you think they got a new hire coming in? A big new hire coming in?
What do you think is going on in Jacksonville?
I to be honest, I mean, I hadn't given it no thought. I know that they're probably gonna blow up that team, but the good part is Coughlin.
They said they're keeping the coach.
Are they gonna keep the coach? So this is all Coughlin. This is all Coughlin.
Okay.
Coughlin knows how to build teams. I think he didn't like the way that Ramsey.
Hold on 1 second. This is where Craig says a lot of dumb shit. Listen to this, Gary. Williams does not have a philosophy. He's not an XO's guy. He coaches by intimidation. That's not coaching. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. This is why we got to limit Craig's comments right here. He said Greg Williams is not a good XO guy as a coach.
Man, he said Williams has won not sure if he won prior to Bounty Gate.
Greg Williams won a Super Bowl with the Saints.
He did.
What are you talking about, Craig? They said Fournette is not coming back. I'm sorry, now we go back to the Jacksonville shit. They said Fournette's not coming back, and they tried to trade Jalen Ramsey.
So where did McCarthy go to again?
McCarthy? He didn't get hired yet.
Oh, okay. That's surprising.
He also said he might want to sit out because he got young kids in Green Bay, and he's not sure if he wants to move.
Well, you're not ever going back to Green Bay, McCarthy, so you're going to have to understand that one. So what's back Green Bay? I'm trying to think of what's close to Green Bay that he could possibly take.
Chicago,
Nah, he has never come to Chicago. He
Minnesota.
might be, yeah, he might be going to Minnesota.
He ain't
He
going
might be.
nowhere near no.
Who knows, man? Listen, Jacksonville deserves players that want to play in Jacksonville. I'll tell you that. Jalen Ramsey made a fool of himself this year. He along the line of Odell Beckham, he just didn't perform like he should to be talking as much as he talked.
I think he performed well. I think he had no quarterback.
Yeah, but that's because you're gonna protect him. You're the guy that you
performed well.
Listen. I'm in the Jimmy. I'm a Jimmy Johnson type thinker, so I do agree with if you're talented. Well, Jimmy Johnson believed in if you got talent, you will put up with your shit. We'll put up with your shit. But if you garbage, you gotta go. We'll make an example out you. So that's what you're doing right now. You're gonna put up with them. You let them. You're gonna blame it on the quarterback because that's a given. But it could have been the offensive coordinator. So, but the quarterback got to go because he lost the team.
He lost. There's no way Blake Bortles can come back and be on that team. He's got to go.
He got to go.
He lost the locker room. Nobody in that locker room believes in Blake Bortles.
And that's cool. They don't have to. I believe in him.
And
he's still my guy.
Winning in Jacksonville, woo, that's hard to do because I just left Jacksonville. Jacksonville is so goddamn hood, it don't make no sense.
Yeah.
Jacksonville ain't Miami, people. Jacksonville ain't Orlando. Oh, no. Jacksonville ain't Tampa Bay, people. Oh, Jacksonville is Brooklyn. Oh, Jacksonville is rough place to be, boy.
Yeah, they act like it's not, but it is definitely.
Oh, that stadium is right in the heart of the bullshit, too. Oh, that stadium is right there.
Yeah, and you got guys that's down there like a Jalen Ramsey who's used to that environment. So
because of the Poke and Bean projects.
Yeah, but I don't know if he stayed in the house.
well, he got a little sassiness to him.
Yeah, he got too much sassy, so he stayed around his mom on the porch. But he had time. He got talent though.
Okay, so to be clear, today you have the New England Patriots and the Saints.
Correct.
And the Saints.
Correct.
So Craig, be ready, because Craig got the Philadelphia Eagles and the Patriots. Okay.
Listen, they would really believe that the Eagles went into Chicago and beat us. They didn't. We beat ourselves. So
you beat yourselves. Let me tell you how bad the Philadelphia Eagles were. They stupid asses pooch kicked it to Cohen. Cohen takes the kickoff and damn near runs them into field goal range. They should have kicked that bitch out the goddamn stadium.
Right. And don't take none from Trubisky. Trubisky threw darts down the stretch.
They should have lost to Trubisky. So the Philadelphia Eagles are more lucky than good.
More lucky because Allen Robinson should have turned the ball up and got in that end zone anyway.
Exactly.
So
that's
you got to catch. You got to catch that right before the half. That was a catch that they took back. That they talking about it was a fumble. So I mean, it's things that worked in the Eagles' favor. But I'm happy when they lose today.
Here come Mookie.
Mookie always coming late. Nah, Mookie, we over now. We done.
Jerry, y'all got beat, and your kicker didn't miss the field goal. The shit got blocked. Craig, please. Craig is fucking real reckless today. Real reckless. Please.
I'm done. When you see Mookie, that means it's time to go.
Craig will be on suicide watch.
Anytime you see Mookie, it's time to go. It's time to go. All right, show is over. Mookie Thompson's here.
Trubisky was clutch in the fourth, didn't expose the weak secondary, though. Blocked because your offensive line let them penetrate. Mookie's dying laughing. Craig is a homer. Sorry I missed the show.
No, look, Damien. Listen, Damien. That's why I'm not totally. Listen, I've gave them full credit. They beat us, but you're gonna need a lot more than luck to beat the damn Saints.
You
That's
know
all
that's
I'm
right.
saying.
You know that's right.
That's all I'm saying.
You
That's
know
all
that's
I'm
right.
saying.
Drew
You got a
Brees.
coach.
Drew Brees got up out his own bed. His wife made her breakfast. She may have given him a little bit of booty. He kissed his kids. He went in his car to his stadium to his locker. Oh yeah, Philadelphia. You slept in a motel. You came in on Thursday. Drew Brees was practicing on Thursday. Okay.
Yeah, this is. Listen, and they gave you the 4 o'clock game, so that means y'all not the main game.
Yeah,
So
not only that stadium is going to be raucous when Philadelphia. Philadelphia ain't never walked into this environment. This is going to be post-Hurricane Katrina Monday night. Don't be surprised if you see a block punt for a touchdown. Saints going to score a whole gang of points today.
Craig, are you correcting me? All right, so let's do this. We beat ourselves, but they get credit for the win. I'm not knocking them for their win. We beat ourselves. What's wrong with that?
I'm glad you slowed it down for Craig. Because Craig like to talk real reckless.
Well, he should be. He happy. He's doing a good job this year, man. I mean, he's running from me on Madden, but other than that, he's done a good job.
Okay. Did you come to the realization that Philly is the reigning champion? So what, Craig? They won last year. They won in 2018 of last year. We're now on to the next season, Craig. That don't mean shit.
Look, everybody, even D Money, Philly is gonna lose. Everybody believes it. Everybody knows it.
Of course. D Money ain't
Listen,
no dummy.
Craig,
D Money is
we
a
got
very
dealt
smart
with.
man. Anybody that have money in their name is a smart man.
Right. Now, when you say no, y'all got dealt with that. Listen, this is when I know
Who
you
got
and
dealt with?
Mookie. That's what Craig said about the Bears got dealt with. So that lets me know that Craig and Mookie are related. They either cousins. They the same person.
How could you
And
say they got dealt with when they had an opportunity to win the game at the end?
That's
And
like
they didn't even play well, and they still had an opportunity to win the game.
That's when you know people don't know sports. So you can't even go back and forth. They just trolling at this point. He want to see me get upset. I'm not getting upset. I'm not walking off the set. I don't have nowhere to go. It's snowing down here. We trapped in the house. So
Cowboys will be back in the playoffs. That's a fact. They'll be back in the playoffs for the next 10 years. That team is young and that team is good. And they're good at the right areas.
And we'll win the NFC North again next year.
Okay, on that note, you guys enjoy your Sunday.
Have a great one, Tab.
Craig, keep your phone close because I'm here to give you a whole gang of I told you so's. Keep your phone close. Okay?
Tell the missus I said hello. No.
Yes, I sure will. I sure will.
All right.
All
Y'all
right?
have a great one.
You have a great one. Enjoy your Sunday, sir.
Yes. All right, Craig, you stay close too, because I will hit you up on your page soon.
All right, baby. I
All
need to get Deion Brunson. I'm gonna hit Deion Brunson up because we need to hear from Deion Brunson. She has a whole wealth of facts for you, and I'm dying to hear what she thought of the Cowboys. Okay, so everybody, please enjoy your football Sunday. You got a whole hour before the Patriot game. Let's go, San Diego. Let's go, Saints. And you Philadelphia Eagle fans, Philadelphia Seagull fans, keep your phones close too, so I can really give you a whole bunch of I told you so's. Okay? See you guys later. Your coach did a horrible job managing the clock, similar to Belichick in the Super Bowl. But remember, Noel, only black coaches mismanage the clock. You never heard me say only black coaches mismanage the clock. David Hargrove, you better stop that and stop that now. You never heard me say that. You heard me say two black coaches, sorry. Todd Toilet Bowles and Mike Tomlin. They mismanaged the clock. You never heard me say, oh, all black coaches mishandle the clock. Watch your mouth. You guys have a great night, great Sunday. Peace.